Loopers, Melissa here from lovableloops.com. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a granny square. Here's an example of a granny square that I've already made. I'm going to use 4 different colors just like I did for this square so that I can show you how to change colors as you go. I know there are different ways of making granny squares. This is just the way that works for me. So for this tutorial I'm going to use 4 different colors of worsted weight acrylic yarn and a size H 5mm crochet hook. You'll need to know how to make a magic circle and how to double crochet. If you don't know how to do either of those, I have linked to my tutorials on those below for you. Go ahead and start by picking one of your colors and making a magic circle. Chain 2 and make 2 double crochet. 1 and 2. Okay, so you have just created this very first, this is your first round here. 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. We just created the first section. To get to the next section, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then make 3 double crochet. For round 1, our chain 2 for the first section counted as the first double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there we have our second section. Chain 2 again, 1, 2, and make 3 double crochet again. Okay, once again, to make the final section of round 1, chain 2 and make 3 double crochet. Alright, so now to close, just pull on that tail end there, close the magic circle, and there are different ways of joining. This is the way that I have found that works easiest for me, and I feel like you really can't tell the difference. Rather than trying to join into one of those chains, I just join my yarn between the chain and the first double crochet. So you do a slip stitch, just like that, okay? And now you have completed round 1. To begin round 2, we are going to chain 3. Now normally you chain 2 to make your double crochet, but we are going to chain 1 extra to allow for space to get from here to the corner. Okay, so chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to make 3 double crochet in that chain 2 space in that corner. Two and 3. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the corner space we just worked into, and we just made those 3 double crochet. To allow this to turn out as a corner, to give it enough space, we're going to chain 2 and make another 3 double crochet. Okay, so chain 2, 1, 2, and then make 3 more double crochet. 2 and 3. I know at this point it can look a little confusing to see what's going on here, but just trust me, it's going to turn out just fine. So now we need to chain 1 to get from this section to the next corner. When you are working in the corners, to create the corner, you'll always make a chain 2, but to get from one section to the next on the sides, you just chain 1 in between those cluster of double crochet. So chain 1, and then make 3 double crochet in that next corner. Okay, so we made our first set. Now we're going to chain 2 to help define the corner. 1, 2, and then once again we'll make 3 more double crochet in that same corner space. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we're going to chain 1 to work over to the next corner. You put 3 double crochet in that corner. Okay, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then you'll work 3 more double crochet into that corner. 1, 2, 3. All right, okay, so for the last corner, you have your 3, 1, 2, 3 double crochet. Because we slip stitched, it kind of pulled that chain 3 or chain 2 over, but make sure you're working into the correct space. So make your chain 1, and then you're going to double crochet into the space after your 3 clusters, your 1, 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, into that space. The future rounds, it's easier to see. Okay, 2, 3, and again you need to chain 2, 1, 2, and then make your next 3 double crochet into that same space. Okay, so this is what it will look like after your first 2 rounds. Now I'm going to switch colors. I'm going to switch to this brown color that I have here. Okay, sorry, that was, the color got stuck. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to slip stitch underneath that chain 3 that I made. So I'm going to join. Okay, so I've joined there, and now I'm going to attach my brown yarn. I'm just going to pull it through. Now this will look a little messy at first, but we're going to tighten everything up, okay? You can pull on those strings in the back, and then you're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Tighten up those yarn tail ends in the back. Now, a lot of people, when they do this, when they attach a new color, or when you're doing your chain 2 to start the next row, will only make 2 double crochet, and will use that first chain 2 as the first double crochet. I don't do that because when I tighten this here, it seems to pull it so it looks really small, and it doesn't end up looking like there are enough double crochets. So I chained 2, and I'm going to make 3 double crochet into this space here. If you want to tie in those ends as you go, you can double crochet right over them. So if you watch here, I'm going to double crochet right over those yarn ends. Okay, and after my first double crochet, I like to tighten everything again. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, go ahead and tighten everything. All right, now you're going to chain 1 to get to the corner, and you're going to be doing the same thing in this corner. You're going to make 3 double crochet chain 2, 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and then you're going to make 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. Now here, the next section is on the side. So what you'll do is you'll chain 1 and make 3 double crochet in this section, chain 1 and work your corner. And the corner is always worked 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. I'm going to finish this side here with you, and then I'll meet you back up at the end. Okay, so I'm chaining 1, going to put 3 double crochet in this chain 2 space on the side. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then I'll work my corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, so go ahead and complete that for the remainder of the round. Chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, work your corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Then you'll chain 1, work the side, 3 double crochet, chain 1, and then in the last corner you'll work the corner same as normal, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. I'll meet you back up after that and show you how to start the next round. Okay, so to begin round 4, again, I'm going to slip stitch between that chain space and that first double crochet. Now, since I'm not switching colors, the yarn won't get pulled as tight, so I'm not going to chain 2 and make 3 double crochet. I'm going to chain 2 and make 2 double crochet. Okay, and what we're going to do is double crochet into this space right here. So go ahead and chain 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to work 3 double crochet right into that space. Or pardon me, work 2 double crochet. So you'll see you'll have your chain 3 or chain 2 and the 2 double crochet. When you're switching colors, that chain 2 just tends to get pulled tighter because you tighten the end of it. And it's harder to see, so that's why I do 3 double crochet when I'm changing colors, but since I'm not changing any colors, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Now to get to this next section here, this is not the corner, you're going to chain 1 and make 3 double crochet. Okay, chain 1, okay. To get to the corner, I'm going to chain 1 again, and then you're going to work your corner. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, so there you have your corner. Now, on this side, we have 2 sections to work into. So you'll chain 1, work 3 double crochet into this section, chain 1, work 3 double crochet in this section, and then work your corner. And you're just going to continue that all the way around. I'll meet you back up at the end of this round. Okay, so to end this round, we're going to slip stitch between our chain space and our first double crochet there. Okay, and now I'm going to change colors again. I'm going to use this tan color here. Okay, so just like before, I'm going to attach that yarn. I'm going to pull the yarn ends in the back tight. Go ahead and chain 2. And since I'm changing colors, when I pull this yarn tail, it's going to basically make that chain disappear. You can barely see it. So I'll make 3 double crochets, even though I have already chained 2. And I'm going to work that into that space right there. And again, you can crochet over those yarn tails if you want to help keep them secure. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then to get to the next section again, chain 1, 2, and 3. And you really just do the same thing all the way around again. To get to each section that's on the edge, you chain 1, make 3 double crochet in each section on the sides or the edges, and then in the corners. Chain 1 to get to the corner, and then in the corner you work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. And you can really make your granny square as large as you want to. For this one here, this example, I did 2 rows of blue, 2 rows or rounds, then of pink, 1 round of yellow, 1 round of white. Okay, so you can make it as large as you want. You could continue making it larger and larger, make a blanket, or make smaller granny squares and stitch them together to make a blanket or anything else. I'm actually working on an apron right now with these granny squares. It looks really pretty. So make sure that you check out the link below to my website, because that pattern for the apron will be posted on my blog as soon as it's available. All my patterns are free. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comments below, and I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you.